Today on Flick Knows, we're going to talk about the quick stats, some new housing developments up here in Summit County, and what the market is saying from a mortgage perspective. Stay tuned. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in here. Wanted to just go through the quick stats again. Again, it looks like we're pretty much in a normal real estate market here, but things are constantly shifting, changing, flexing, all of the above. So we want to keep you on top of it with the latest numbers. Now, listen to this. In the last 7 days, we've got 26 new listings, 42 pending, so 42 outpacing the new listings again. Sold 34 and price reduced 40. So 40, we've been hovering around there. Pending, that's a little bit up. New 26, that's right around there. I think we've been in that like 30, give or take, for the last couple weeks, and we've been relatively flat with properties coming on the market and going off at about the same pace. This is what we saw in like 2019, peak in July, chew through that inventory all the way till to December, and then we start seeing it go back up again. So speaking of inventory, let's take a look at what we've got inventory wise here. July of 22, so last month we ended with 1,000 active listings. August of 21, so a year ago this month, we ended with 872. So we've got more listings on the market today than we did the end of August last year. But get this, only by about 100 listings, a little bit more, 120 listings, let's call it. Because today we have 994 active listings, of which there's 439 choices. Everything else is under contract. A lot of that's new construction. So we are higher options than we were last year, but overall active, I mean, these are the numbers that we're tracking. We're only about 120, 130 listings more than we were last year at the same time. So that's pretty interesting. The other thing is the price reductions. Obviously that's more than we've seen in the last 2 years or so. But real estate is continuing to move here in Summit County. There are a lot of talks about short-term rental regulations. Maybe we should go into that again. For those of you who are new to the show, next week we can talk about short-term rental regulations and kind of where things sit with Breckenridge and the county, because that's a question we get a lot there. So that's where the market is there. We've got a couple of new developments. The Inhabitants here in Silverthorne is a new development going on behind the Come and Go gas station over in the kind of near the Smith Ranch development. That's pretty interesting. Summit Blue is coming to fruition. They're probably going to have their first closings in November and December of this year, which would be excellent. One that I really like is the Alcove over in Keystone. Very high price point for most buyers. However, it is going to be the nicest thing in Keystone. We're looking anywhere from like $2.5 to $4 million. For the $4 million is going to be the 4-bedroom, 2-car garage, creme de la creme, right at the base of the bridge, at the base of the gondola there. Townhome right on the river, awesome views. You're looking 2.5 for the 3 bedrooms, middle unit of a triplex. Excuse me, middle unit of a triplex there. So somewhere between 2.5 and 4 million on those. I know they've got a pretty good waiting list so far, and it'll be interesting to see if all of those reservations that are there come to fruition. But, great product, great builder, great development crew, well-financed. That project is going to be a go. The Kindred in Keystone seems to be hitting some roadblocks with financing. I think that will be a great product once it gets off the ground, but, they've been promising that the ground was going to be breaking for about 2 years now, and they've gotten a lot of reservations and orders, so they just need financing to get shovels in the ground on that project. But if that does start construction and complete construction, man, it would be a really cool cool spot there at the base of Keystone. The Fed has voted to raise the federal interest rate again there, 75 basis points again. I don't think anybody's too surprised about that. This is already priced into the current market. So, and that's, interest rates are kind of settling out a little bit. There was a little bit of volatility there, and I think on a macro level, they're kind of settling out. On a micro level, I think that there still is some volatility there, but nonetheless, any questions about the market, what you're seeing here, there's some great opportunities out there for some properties that have been on the market for a while to do some negotiating and get a great price on, some of the better prices that we've been seeing. Whereas the last 2 years we've been seeing everything on average going for over 100% of ask, 103, 104% of ask. We're seeing things going in the 90s percentage of ask there. So, as usual, touch base with us. If you have any questions, you're looking for a property, teamflick@summitliving.com. We're here for you. If you want to have anything specific you want us to cover, certainly just let us know. We're here for you. And we'll catch you next week for another episode of Flick Knows.